Here are a few ways to add a game to FPS Analyzer. The first option is to drag and drop the executable file, either an exe file for Windows games or app file for native games. The second option is to search for the game, but we will look at that option later. If you are adding a Steam game to FPS Analyzer for the first time or from a new location, you will be prompted to grant access to Steam Apps folder. The application needs this permission to read metadata about the game, such as Steam App ID. Click the Grant Access button to proceed. If everything is set up correctly, a new window with information about the game will appear. You won't be asked for permission next time unless the game is added from a different location. To revoke access, click Game in the menu and select Revoke Steam folder access. If you are sure, click Revoke button. Next time you add the game, you will need to grant the access again. There are a few steps required when adding a game that is not yet in the database. For this example, we will use the game Witchfire as it offers many options that make it a great example. We start by adding the executable file into the app. A new window displaying the game's metadata will appear. The first thing we need to choose is the platform, which in this case is crossover. Next, for the presets options, we will review the game's settings. This game offers low, medium, high and ultra presets, which are also default options in FPS Analyzer. Click the default button to add them to the text field, then click Insert. Alternatively, you can manually type the presets names, separating them with commas. This is useful if the preset names differ from the defaults. Once done, click Insert. You can also remove a specific preset by clicking the cross next to its name. Click Next to proceed. On the next screen, we will configure the game's upscaling methods. Some predefined options are available, but you can also add a new ones. Let's see what options the game offers. We have FSR1, FSR2, XESS, Native Resolution, NIS, and TAAU. Returning to the FPS Analyzer app, we can easily add FSR1, FSR2, and XESS by clicking the buttons. We also need to add NIS and TAAU by typing them manually. The next step is to configure upscaling quality options. Enter the corresponding names, click Insert, and if everything is correct, click on the Next button. The final thing to configure is the resolution. This section is used to set what resolution you want to use in FPS Analyzer, not what options the game provides. There are some predefined options available, or you can add more from the detected resolution list if needed. The last screen provides a summary of the game's configuration. Click Finish to complete. The game, along with all the settings, is now added to FPS Analyzer. The settings are divided by resolution, preset, upscaling method, and quality type. There is one issue with the Witchfire game. If we look at the quality options for FSR1, both in the game and the app, they are set correctly. However, for FSR2, the game offers an ultra performance mode that we don't have in the app. And it doesn't offer an ultra quality mode. Let's fix this. To remove the incorrect setting, click on the quality option and select remove. Note that this option will only be removed from the current preset and resolution. If needed, it must be removed from each preset and resolution. To add a new setting, right-click on the list and select Create Settings, or click the plus button. The options might seem overwhelming at first, but it's straightforward. We want to add a new setting, and we will use it for both Full HD and 2K resolutions across all presets. Next, Select FSR2 since this is the option we are updating and enter Ultra Performance as a new name. Click on Finish. Now, if we check the list, FSR2 includes the Ultra Performance option in both 1080p and 1440p sections. The Ultra Quality option is still present because we didn't delete it. The new settings is also not in 4K section because we didn't select it while creating the setting. In this example, we will add the missing Ultra Performance option just for 4K resolution, and that's it. If the game you want to add is already in the database, the process is much simpler. Let's use Terminator Resistance game as an example. You will be taken directly to the summary page with the game's settings. The only thing you need to set is the resolution you will be testing and click on Finish. The game, along with all its settings, is now in the FPS Analyzer. The second option is to search for the game in the list. Select the resolution and proceed.